And the reason why we're seeing so many people, especially black people, crying of tears of joy, because most people in our communities, in the black community, has either become mentally ill, homeless. Some people have unalived themselves in this economy, because people can now, they have hope that they can now afford to feed themselves. They can afford to feed them families, that maybe they'll get a job, but due to losing their jobs or whatever the case is. I know I have been extremely emotional because, like I told you guys last video, I've traveled this country since the beginning of the pandemic. And I've seen Americans suffering. I've seen the hurt. I've seen the cries. I've seen the mental illness, and that's something that really bothers me and really troubles me, that people will get in positions of power and come with all these agendas amongst people who they supposed to represent. And I really feel like somebody should be getting incarcerated for all these crimes and corruption that was committed during the last 4 years. I'm serious about it. Like, this, it's not a laughing matter. It's really, really sad how they told all of us during the pandemic to go out here and get this here thing done, and that, another. And a lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of the people who were in the services end up leaving the services. These are things that people wanted to do with their lives, their careers. A lot of police officers had to quit. Teachers quit. So many people end up losing their jobs. If they didn't quit, they got fired because they refused to go down and do that. They telling us to do that, but then they let millions of people come over here illegally. Don't vet them. Some of them come in here sneezing, coughing, got all kinds of stuff. Some of them come up in here committing crimes. They just inundated our communities with these people who are extremely violent. It's like all this stuff was allegedly done on purpose. And this is for educational purposes only. But I could just go down the list. I'll probably listen to things for days. All the insane, evil stuff that has occurred in the last 4 years, from the wars to the genocides to what happened out there in Maui to what happened out in East Palestine, Ohio, with the train derailment, from what just happened to the hurricane victims in North Carolina, seeing how they was neglected by the powers that be. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on, from the economy to the inflation to the unaffordable housing. It goes on and on and on and on and on. How we see how they put these people up in hotels or police stations or in airports to house them. And then you have Americans who've been here all our lives, who didn't pay taxes, and then they becoming homeless, the veterans homeless out on the street. So you mean to tell me you could do strangers like this who have never put nothing into the system, but Americans who have put everything into the system, and our veterans who fought for our country, who now need help more than ever, you just let them stay on the streets like that while you take care of other people with our money? Man, the list goes on and on. That's why so many of us are so happy. We're so happy, and we're so grateful to God. I give God all the glory and all the praise and all the honor. But I'm telling y'all, y'all gonna keep hearing from me, because I'm really, really happy. And I think it's very therapeutic. And then not only that, how they were censoring our platforms. They kept censoring our platforms when we were MAGA supporters. Like, I stopped posting on TikTok because they gave me all these strikes. I hadn't even said anything wrong. I was posting other people's videos. I made sure they were not saying anything wrong. I mean, it just goes on and on to people. We're tired. America has spoken. We have broken records from speaking. And we have selected who we want to lead our free world. And God is in the midst of all this, y'all. So we need to stay prayerful, because I'm telling you, they have made a mess in this country. It's going to take a long time for Trump to really clean it up. So we got to be prayerful and help as much as we possibly can. And to God be the glory for all the things that God has done. Whew, I'm so happy.